Now, it's the end of Men's Health Week, a yearly reminder for Australian men to think about their health and their lifestyle. Mr. Greg Mayle is Glen Waverley Ward councillor, and he is also an advocate for Men's Health Week. Greg, thank you for joining us. Round of applause for Greg right here.
Thank you.
So, firstly, how did you get involved in Men's Health Week?
Well, with a surname like Mayle, the first thing you have to do is follow your convictions and your surname and pull your weight and get in there. And
It'd be very disappointing if you became a female stripper.
that's right.
Yeah.
So that's right. And my sister was happy to get married.
Fair enough.
And change her surname.
So, what involvement have you had with the Men's Health?
Well, as a community worker and a local councillor, a former mayor of my city, it's my responsibility to ensure that my community is up to date with all the health issues, and particularly with our men who are exceptionally reluctant to get involved in looking after their own health.
Now, that's something I want to talk to you about, and we were talking a little bit about the lack of communication that men do when it comes to their health or their well-being and stuff like that. And that's what you guys are there to encourage, isn't it?
Well, we're trying to say to the men, talk about it amongst yourselves. Think about what age you are, what you need to do about your own personal health, what examples you need to show to your mates or your son, or even for your father, and talk about what the issues are that are about your own health. Because
the main point is to not look at it as a major, dramatic moment of sitting down and we need to talk about serious things, isn't it?
It's about what age are you and what things should be on your radar at your age.
Now, okay, well, I'm 34 and the peak of physical health. Why are you laughing? So what should be on my radar?
Well, Rob, you should either be looking at issues below the belt or above the belt.
Okay.
So first of all,
I have got access to the internet quite a lot.
Yeah. So the first thing is, how are things downstairs?
Oh, thank you for asking. Hey, wait a minute. It's not that type of interview. Not yet.
And also, how are you feeling? How are you travelling? How are things? How's your general mental health? Have you got someone to talk to? You got somewhere to go? If you don't need to ask any questions. And that's what Men's Health is about, is being able to access and find the right people to talk to.
Now, the really good initiative that you're involved in is the Men's Shed.
Yes.
Let me explain that a bit better.
Well,
I just did. Men's Shed.
Men's Shed. Yeah. Men's Shed is an organisation throughout Australia that encourages men to come together in an environment that they think suits their way of life. Men like to go to the shed. Well, we've got 720 throughout Australia.
Awesome.
Where men can come and do activities, talk to each other, maybe have a meal, pass on some skills, and hopefully pick up the latest information about issues and health issues that's relative to their age.
So you've really taken on board John Williamson's song, All Australian Boys Need a Shed. You've taken that on board.
Certainly they do. And the Prime Minister's husband, partner, Tim Matheson, the first bloke, he's actually the patron of the Australian
I was going to ask you about that.
Australian Men's Shed Association, and I'm the patron of the Monash Men's Shed Association. And even this week, Tim and I got together and we hosted a forum about men's health.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you about that. How did that was on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, we had over 100 and something men and some women.
Oh, good.
And just on the women, it's an important thing to know that most things that happen with men are usually organised by women.
Oh, really? Yes, yeah. They're the ones who care about their men.
Yeah, and the Monash Men's Shed, for example, the steering committee was 90% women.
Wow.
And they get things done.
Now, is there, what's your, just to wrap it up, what's your advice, or where can guys go to find out more about men's health?
Well, there's a lot of things we need to look at. If you're worried about your health, go to the website whatisyourscore.com.
Yeah. Just
done the score myself.
Oh, yes.
The scoring range the preferred scoring range is between 18 and 45.
Okay.
It goes up to 100.
Yeah.
You go up to 100 means you've got a few issues.
All right.
Luckily, did the score, cracked the 40.
So lower's better?
Lower's better.
It's like golf.
Yeah, exactly, okay. Exactly. It's not, and the handicap, again, is yourself.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so...
I've often handicapped myself in many situations.
So go on there or go to the mensshed.net.
Yep.
And look out for all the things that men need to know about activities, communication and health.
Lovely. Big round of applause for Greg, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming in. Excellent. We'll be right back after these messages. See you next on Live on Bowen. See you soon.